What is going on?
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Content Chop Shop, the only show where we review videos and make fun of it while also helping you out, giving you value so you can make your videos better at the same time. We wish we were more funny, but the beard content is really strong, so I feel like it makes up for it. Let's introduce our guest host today. It is Ron Cool of Hindsight Hacking Media. What's going on?
What's going on?
We got Corey Carter, also of the HHM Hindsight Hacking Media. And we've got both bros. What was it? Pick a bro?
Pick a bro, Luis. Let's go. Hashtag
both
Luis.
Of the business bros, Fonzie and Luis. And I am Jim Beard of Micro Machine Media. And let's get into it. I'm excited for today. We got some awesome little clips for you. And I'm excited to get your opinions as always.
Let's go. Make it happen, guys. Thank you, Jim, for the awesome introduction, man.
Oh, but of course.
Of course.
And go.
Swing it up, over your head, through your legs. Thrust your pelvis.
John Cena?
Engage glutes.
Working out sucks. Come on, man. You just gotta see the lighter side of things.
Oh, this is it. This is how I die. Y'all ready for this? Yeah. Still got it, Jimmy. 4. Good morning. Snail.
Jellyfish.
Oh, do it. Come on.
You guys want to switch sides now?
We're good. Robots. So proud I can squat you. I feel great. Little sore. I'm cold.
Swing it up.
All right. Thoughts, gentlemen.
So let's just start off with it costs millions of dollars to run that for a Google ad. So for us normal folk, it's nice to dream once in a while. But again, funny commercials get me, and Jimmy Fallon put some funniness in there, and I was interested the moment he threw the weight out the window. I paid attention there every second after.
Yeah, I think it has the feel good, aspect. It's like, John Cena, obviously, most people know him. He's been in pretty awesome, funny movies so far. And Jimmy, obviously, amazing show host. So that alone brings you in, right? So talk about attractive characters. If people, they're talking directly, obviously, to their market, right? Is the lean, the ultra, like the light beer kind of deal that are also active. So they're creating these amazing, fun experiences for that person. So,
yeah, it was funny. It got me right exactly when he threw it where it got Corey. I was excited. But then, I started thinking, I was like, do they really drink that beer? Like, is that something I could see them actually drinking? Right. So maybe Jimmy Fallon, yes. Maybe John Cena, probably not. But overall, I think it was a very entertaining, good commercial.
I've never related. I've never related so hard to Jimmy Fallon. Just seeing him next to that behemoth of a man, I was like, oh man, this is like my life in an image. It's just like
every time I would go to the bars. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, like, oh, I wish I had, carbs are the enemy. I wish I had listened.
Yeah. I'm with Corey, it's like as soon as first to get that cast, millions of dollars probably, right? To spend. I mean, you got Usain Bolt as well. I mean, John Cena, these guys. So lots of money. And my thought was, would this work if all those characters would have been people that nobody relates to, that nobody knows? I think it would have still been entertaining and fun. It's a very dynamic ad. So kind of like layers, be like the principle in there is it is mainly entertaining. I don't think it is show your squirt entertaining where you're freaking cracking up. Like, what the heck is this? But it is.
Shit.
After a while, I would forget what brand did the commercial. If I'm being honest, right?
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
But since they have very relatable characters, I think that's what makes it pretty good. You know, I mean, it was a good Corona ad. You know,
Bro, it was Dos Equis.
Dos
Equis.
I think you had
I
a
miss those
good ending.
ads.
All right.
Those Becky's ads. I miss those ads. They tried slipping in a new guy and thinking we weren't going to notice.
No.
Everyone noticed.
Yeah, I loved where he just the last commercial he was on. Didn't he fly to like Mars or something? And everybody came to send him off.
Retiring and going.
Yeah, he was retiring.
So here's how effective this ad that we just saw is. We're talking about a different beer,
right? Right.
No, but I think the ending, like, look at the elements, right? Attractive characters, right? They're talking to their own audience. The ending was kind of unexpected. I did not expect Jimmy to be in an ice bucket at the bar, right? So that was kind of funny. They end up with humor at the end, but at the same time, like, you know, Corey and everybody here said, to our strategy or regular folks, it's like, it's a little challenging to kind of replicate something like that, but maybe the principles, right? Not direct response at all. It's super brand awareness. But again, we ended up talking about different beer.
Well, I guess they lost out on that one.
All right, so is it good, bad?
Oh man, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'll give it like
enjoyed, but I'm not buying Mick Ultra.
Yeah. It was a good split right there.
So I think you need you need a new video, Ron. One that's like for the so-so guys.
I'm trying to find a video of a monkey throwing his poop because I think that would be perfect in the middle. You got a happy monkey, you got a dancing poop, and then monkey just hucking poop
going at it.
Screen. That'd be perfect.
Or a monkey doing like this.
Right.
I mean, we can just record you, Fonzie.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Okay.
Hey, we still need to get all of our faces for the last one, right? Just like
yeah,
this.
Yeah.
we need to do that one for the
when
end.
I was like real up close, like
right,
trying to be the guy.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready for video number 2. Let's do this.
And go.
Come on, guys. Take it to the house, kid. Where's he going? Take it to the house, kid.
I remember when this came out.
Take it to the house, kid. Big boys always trying to show off. Let them get their little shine.
Hey guys.
Take it to the house, kid. Hey, take it to the house, kid. Take those to the car.
Harsh.
Give him a tip, all right.
Hey, Tristan.
Take it to the house.
Hey, Nigel. Sorry, Joanne. Nice pick, Harley. What up, Gary?
Yo, kid. Not cool.
Hey, Drew.
Welcome to the city, kid.
Thank you.
You ready?
You know what to do.
I liked it when it came out. I like it now. It's a good feel-good story. I'm a huge NFL fan, and it pays homage to like everyone on the planet. So I love it.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised when it came out. I honestly, at first thought it was a Nike ad because of the storyline. They have a lot of soccer commercials like that too. But I love that it has that whole storyline, a ton of characters, right? Like it's the beginning and the end, and at the end is super feel good. If you are an athlete or you're just enjoying sports in general, you don't even have to be an NFL fan. Like we know nothing about NFL because we have the Jags here, so it is what it is. But it's fun to watch, and just like it connects you with people that think just like you, and I feel like that's meant to be in that specific commercial, right? It's like get you started. The game is about to get rolling. Feel good.
Yeah, I agree with my brother. I mean, we definitely don't know anything about NFL. Like, I have no idea who the guy in the statue was that he stopped and looked at. Obviously, someone extremely important that they're referencing in there. But it's a feel-good ad, right? It has like all the characters. I think the different personalities of the cities as well, right? When he's like in the sea and like the old lady like punch him, whatever. And I think that's freaking hilarious, right? So again, fun, entertaining, difficult to recreate for the small folks for sure. But there's a good storytelling in there, which is the fact that knowing your audiences and how the environments can influence your ad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Leveling up. Okay, I see that. Here, catch it.
What's funny is about a minute.
It's a little tight. It's a little tight.
I almost died live on camera. No one cared. Everyone laughed.
You were doing that on purpose to make us
No.
Ron, is that your life helmet?
That was my life.
Just for normal, just for real life.
If he
Like
goes
when you
up
leave the house,
stairs-
you do the mask and then the helmet.
Yep.
Oh man. All right. So my thoughts on the commercial. 1, 2 minutes is a long time. And so like 30 seconds in, I'm like, all right, like let's get to the point. I would have never guessed it was about, or I feel like it's about flag football with kids involved.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Their punt, pass, and kick promotion.
Right.
That's what it is.
And so again, during the Super Bowl is a perfect time for something like that, and makes a lot of sense. I guess if I would see that on the street, like I still like the commercial, but I got bored. And I love football, and I love a lot of the people that was in it, and there was some moments where I was interested, but I was definitely like after 30 seconds, like ready to move on.
Yeah,
I thought it was real feel good. It really touched on the feels there. It reminded me of when I was little and I played flag football, and I thought it was real football until I played real football, and then I realized it wasn't. Like at all. But it hit me in the feels because I remember that time very well, and I remember my family coming to see me play and everything, and just getting into that. It plays to a nostalgia, which then maybe you would link to that brand, and therefore maybe would make you tip over the fence to make a purchase if you saw their products or anything in the world to purchase.
Yeah,
so I think that works.
I think what Corey mentioned is important, like the timing of this. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that was actually an ad. It was more like the video before the game started, because like that video play, and then that is real footage from the kid obviously actually going into the stadium. So they probably played that on the screens of the stadium as well for people to be like, oh yeah, look at this, and then the kid shows up dressed the same and all that stuff.
What I remember about that Super Bowl though, it's Shakira dancing. That's all I remember about that game.
I remember the commercial. It was funny. My wife and I were talking about this the other day. Like, we remember who won last year's Super Bowl, but who they play against. Like, I don't even remember who they played against.
Yeah, the 49ers. No?
Second place is first loser.
But I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
So the only reason I know is because my brother's wife parents are
Yeah.
super fans of the 49ers.
Got it.
They were
Yeah.
not happy.
And
But
we
you
were
know,
happy that they lost.
I want
No,
I want to tag along what Corey said, right? Like on the marketing side of things, how important is the environment and the timing too of the stuff, right? Like we talk about a lot of ads just reaching maturity and they might not convert as well as the other ones, and they just need to renew. But it was effective there, and they were selling a feeling, right? They were selling the feel good around football. They were selling that, and the timing was perfect because it was like right before the major game of the industry, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, this video now aged well because it's attached to memories, right? The memories of people that watched that Super Bowl. But let's say you have an ad like that just for brand awareness, no Super Bowl whatsoever. The time might not really align, right? Like it might become irrelevant after time. So yeah, definitely time environment is key in there.
All right. So is this a thumbs up or thumbs down?
I'll give it a thumbs up. Yeah.
Is
Corey.
Corey?
Yeah.
I mean, when it came out, yes, 100%.
Okay. All right.
And next one.
Let go.
Get the pickle.
Still not convinced? I get it. This new way of getting creative work can be scary. Is it any good? Who even are you guys? What are you doing in my house?
What are you doing in our house?
Don't worry. We've got thousands of 5-star reviews on G2, Trustpilot, Facebook, and Google. We've been featured on the Inc. 5000 multiple years in a row. And if you don't trust any of that, just take a look at our work for yourself. You'll never have to worry about the skill level of your designer like you might with a freelancer or even a marketplace, because we vet and train every member of our creative team ourselves to bring the highest quality product to you. Not to mention that source files are always included and you own every piece of creative content we make for you.
Can we go back to the part where you're still in our house?
Can you sign up for Design Pickle?
That does sound like a great deal.
I think it's a retargeting ad.
Deal.
It's a retargeting ad for people that have seen their other ad.
Probably. They do.
Oh, you didn't buy yet, but
have a really good and strong retargeting strategy, let me tell you, because we went on their page once and then we got retarget everywhere at all times. Every YouTube video that we would watch was like a Design Pickle ad, and we're like, stop, dude, like no more.
You just
that's why I got that one, because I've been seeing the guy in the stupid pickle suit like all over the place.
Yeah. I think it's I mean, they're obviously the branding is strong in there with the pickle suit. I mean, that is their attractive character, right? They're kind of what is it called? Unapologetic. You know, they go dancing with that stuff too. There've been some other ads too. I think this one plays big time on leverage, right? It's like you've seen them once, and then they're like, "Hey, here's who we are," right? And then they do the leverage on the reviews, on where they've been featured, and then they go into their actual work. So
this is more like a credibility ad. Like, hey, look at all the reviews that we got. We do a good job and stuff. And then people's like, okay, well, I guess
we had to do this. But
Yes.
I'm curious, have you guys used their product?
No. I don't even know why. I looked at it because he was dressed as a pickle. Like the first time I've ever looked at it, I was like, what the crap is this guy in a pickle for? And I had no clue it was design stuff. And so I watched the first ad and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then ironically, it was going to be an ad that I wanted to put on this one, but I never found the original ad that got me to watch his thing. All I've ever seen past that is the retargeting ad.
they got you.
They got you.
You don't need to know anything else. All you need to know is you didn't buy and you should have.
Right.
So what's funny about Design Pickle, I have actually started seeing it in my feed, and I've never clicked on anything. I've never gone to their site, and so now because because you actually showed that commercial, like after we're done here, I want to go ahead and go to designpickle.com and check it out.
Yeah, at least see what they're about. I mean, that was literally our path. That's why I asked, because we got so retargeted that we're like, let me just go see what's up, like what they're about. And
we actually used them for about a week, and then we're like, no. And then they retarget us even harder.
They retarget us harder when we canceled. It's like they knew or something. Yeah. Anyways, I was just curious. I personally don't sync with those that ad.
I think they have some decent ads. That one personally, I didn't like it as much. I think it was like pattern interrupt where he's in a random house. It was just weird. Honestly, It wasn't like it was just like creepy.
Yeah,
it's like a borderline B&E, but he's dressed as a pickle, so they're just more confused initially.
Yeah,
like, sir, you lost?
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason they still use it, right? Like, that's why mascots are powerful. See the Geico, or the other day I was listening to the unions, right, with the big rat, and they're talking about the big rat and how powerful this visual is. So it has to be working. If the intention is to gather and retarget those people, just brand awareness.
I mean, if they keep running ads like that, for sure.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's either that or they're going to be broke in a month. And you'll never see him again.
Yeah, they've been out for a while.
Yeah, I mean, we used them way before we started our podcast, so way before March. I think when we used them was like January of 2020. So they've been running ads for at least a year, which either they have a massive budget or it's working out.
Yeah,
right. Or just they spend a lot on retargeting. Okay.
Yep, that too.
But I still want to go check it out.
You know what's funny about that, though, is for a second, what if Ryan Reynolds did that ad? Nothing else was different. Ryan Reynolds in the pickle. Ryan Reynolds in a pickle. Would it be different?
But like
yes.
If the way he acted was exactly the same, because I don't know, like his acting is different than this. I don't know. It was weird, honestly.
I think it would. I think because we just attract to that attractive character, right? Like,
are you attracted to him?
Absolutely.
I think we all are, Fonzie. I don't know what you're talking about.
We all are. I think we already established that in a previous episode.
But that shows how important that attractive character is, right? If you're able to develop that following based on the attractive character, it can be very effective.
We're gonna change the name of the show to Ryan's Fan Club.
Damn. No. And then someday we'll get him on the show for like seconds, like literally seconds.
And we'll run ad on those seconds.
Yeah.
Game over
for years to come.
We can superimpose him. Like Ron, I think he can make his magic happen to pretend that Ryan is here. So
yeah. Oh yeah, I can just add his face to here one day.
Now
and we'll just say he's frozen. I don't know what's going on.
Frozen.
And then the Biz Bros can just have like sound bites of stuff that he's saying, and they can just push buttons, and no one will know.
Oh, do you guys remember back in the day the Arnold Schwarzenegger keyboard?
Yes.
You guys remember that? He's like, "Oh, get to the chopper. I'm a cop, you idiot."
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
We would just do prank calls with that. We should do it with Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Did you see on Clubhouse they actually have prank calls?
Yes.
There's a room for prank calls.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
We jumped in. It was chaos. It was chaos.
Yeah, so did I. And it was crazy. People were yelling at people saying, "You got the wrong number." I was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't want to listen to this. This was funny at one point. I don't want to right now."
So many people speaking at the same time. I'm like, who am I listening to?
Right.
Right. We voted already? Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Next.
Next.
We have that Corey's going to go check it out.
So how is she creating this masterpiece? Her freezer is stocked with Daily Harvest. That's how. Chef-crafted food Organic ingredients delivered to your door, ready in minutes. See for yourself at dailyharvest.com.
Sign me up.
Chef crafted food that's frozen that goes in a blender. I think I could do that job.
But you didn't say it like that.
So here's it was a hook in reverse, right? Like they future paste us time, and then they just reverse the whole process and be like, this is how. You're like, oh my gosh, yes, let me buy some of that.
And it started saying like, this person doesn't do groceries, doesn't need to do groceries. I'm
Which is
like,
a big
hey,
problem for a lot of
that's
people.
that's a lot of the time issue, right? It's like you get the food delivered to your door, and then you spend only like 5 minutes making it. You don't have to get plates dirty because you put it back in the same cup. I'm like, heck yeah, sign me up.
I think I'm going to start eating all of my food blended, just all of it. And I'm going to put them in little baby jars, and I'm just going to do a little, like a shot of it. That's how I'm going to roll from now on.
That bathroom trip will be interesting.
Oh, it will.
Yeah,
we're going for expedite, speed it out.
They have their audience like dialed down. I feel like from the persona that they're using, right? Like the whole environment, and also the problem side of things. Right, we move away from pain, we come to pleasure, and that's what they did in that little piece there. The pain is a groceries for me is a big one.
I mean, organic ingredients, chef crafted meals, right? So
definitely the Lululemon crowd.
It's like the Lululemon. Like high quality, either entrepreneurial professional that loves to do yoga in the afternoon, right? Or she's doing yoga in the morning and she has to go out in a hurry, so she grabs her smoothie and takes it with her. I think personally, I think they nailed it with their avatar who they're talking to, and kind of like a little bit on the pain point. It didn't go that deep into the pain point, but I think it does a good job at showing like we know who we're talking to.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the avatar was nailed down on spot. I think it hits like all the things that would make sense for a busy household, and who doesn't like a frozen little smoothie thing, right?
Think about the platform too, right? It's an Instagram, right? So a lot of the moms and the people that they just out there looking for their Instagram feeds, and so also that's something to consider, right? Yeah. Where is your audience kind of hanging out? So
I can bet, I'm pretty sure they ran that ad or a similar one in like Pinterest.
Yeah. All day long. All day long.
Yeah. Absolutely. And probably even a shorter version on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like a pre-roll style. Because why not? I mean, they hit it like boom, 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 boom. I knew exactly who they were talking to. The only thing I would comment on is like what Fonzie said. I think that they could have hit that pain point a little more. You're busy shopping for Lululemon, and you're running around. You're a busy person. You're getting everything organic, and this is your life. It's very busy. Just do this instead.
That wrong.
Hey, I'm not a Lululemon mom.
I'm not on TikTok, so I have no idea. All right, good, bad.
Yet that was good. Yeah, that was good. Good.
Yeah. I'm no Lululemon mama, but I would love to have some of that smoothie.
Oh, I am a Lululemon mama.
Ooh, what's this?
Hashtag facts.
Oh, yes, I love this ad.
And the next one.
So you just bought a new camera, and now you're going to use that camera to make some money, right?
Yeah.
Well, great. How are you going to do it?
Tripod.
That's what I thought. How do you get started?
What? Oh my gosh.
Well, step one is to first learn how to use and operate your camera.
Auto mode?
Step two is then using that camera to create high quality content. And step three is taking that footage and editing it into something cinematic. Step four is getting that video seen by a large audience. And step five is taking that video to your clients and somehow convincing them that what you created is worth paying for. Overwhelmed? I would be too. If only there was a value-packed, free, 1-hour online filmmaking training that could help you learn how to take your videos to the next level.
That's oddly specific.
Well, there is. We've put together a free 1-hour filmmaking webinar where you can learn our top 10 secrets to achieving cinematic shots. We want you to be able to, first, know how to use and operate your camera. Second, use your camera to create high-quality videos. And 3, take that footage and edit it into something cinematic. 4th, distribute your video and get it seen by a large audience. And finally, let your work speak for itself so that your clients will pay you to create more. And that's not all. If the free 1-hour filmmaking training isn't enough for you, we have more. At the end of the webinar, we make an offer for you to join our ultimate online film school. So instead of just 1 hour, you can have over 80, over 400 tutorials that will help you become a full-time filmmaker.
Wow. That's pretty neat.
But back to the webinar. So what are you waiting for? It's free, it's quick, and you clearly need it. Click the link below to join our online webinar, which many are calling more valuable than a semester at film school.
Are you serious?
See you inside.
All right.
I love it. I love that they were honest. I love that they said there was something else going to be after that.
Yeah.
I thought it was super cool how they put together like every little thing. I thought it was funny. It hit everything that I would like to see in an ad, and I want to go buy a camera.
Yeah, I think it really spoke to all the problems you're going to have. I mean, it's like, and it speaks to like when you buy something, it brings new problems, right? Russell talks about that all the time. I mean, pretty much anyone who's trained by Russell speaks about it. Is, you know, you got to sell to their new problems. So they're already addressing that ahead of time. Like, we are going to handle those problems that we give you, or that you give yourself by making this purchase. So they're essentially letting the camera bring the passionate people in. And now that you have this thing, what do I do with it? So that's the new problems that they're addressing, and they addressed it really well. And I think it was funny. They did a good job.
Yeah.
2 minutes of that commercial, and the Super Bowl one was 2 minutes, and I was bored, right? Like, from the Super Bowl one that cost millions of dollars versus that one, right? It like that. I thought that was just pure brilliance of an ad. I don't want to do anything with video or video editing or creation on that sense, and yet I was super interested, and I could go like check this out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think obviously that this is basically how we started, you know, with Contour, how Fonzie started. I think we would have seen that ad maybe 3 years ago, and we would have been the first client like right away. Highly entertaining too. So you're like, oh man, you know, they're practicing what they preach probably, right? Or they hire somebody that does it, which it does pretty well. But at the same time, I think it describes that situation, because we literally were those guys that got the cameras and we're like, this is it, you know? So it identifies with you 100% of the time. There's one thing though, like I like that they announced that there's something after. I don't know if I would have said 400 something lessons, because like I would have gone and maybe overwhelmed, right? Like, and again, maybe is the moment in time I'm in right now where I will probably go straight to the source and be like, do you have a mastermind kind of deal, right?
I mean,
I think it's a timing too for me.
Yeah, I think definitely that's a timing thing, because like my perspective, when I was learning, right, how to film and edit, I would have been like, I got everything I need to know in there probably after seeing that ad, right?
I mean, look at him. He already has a credit card ready to go buy it. What the heck, man? Come on.
Ching, ching, ching. So, you know, like, I don't know if you guys remember, a few weeks ago, we reviewed an ad of somebody doing like a filmmaker thing too, right? That I was hating on it because I was like,
they copied these guys.
Yeah, I was like, that copy full-time filmmaker, which is this guy's, right?
Got it.
Yeah, so exactly. That's one of the reasons why I brought them up in here. But I personally think the structure was amazing. That kind of like, it looked like a dialogue, right? But it was only one person talking, which it made it look amazing, very entertaining. The pain points that they dove in were incredible. I don't know if you noticed, but the first time when he got to the moment where he was charging the people, he said, and then you're trying to convince them to pay you for your work. And I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, oh man, like, that's wrong. Like, you wouldn't try to convince. And then when I kept watching, I was like, wow, that was genius, right? Because people have the perception that selling is convincing, right? And then it goes and it shows you literally the opposite of every negative scenario that happened, like would happen if you had the knowledge, right? So it gives you point A and point Z, and then in your mind is, how do I bridge that gap? And the way you bridge that gap is by literally attending the webinar, right? So they saw the webinar amazing, and they said, if this is not enough, then you can join the full-time filmmaker course. So it was genius. Honestly, I'm gonna copy that framework, and just try to replicate something like that for our service.
The visual like interrupts that they put in to continue the story, they were flawless. Like just it was
attention. They're very different too. Like the transitions, right? It's something different.
I love that they smacked him with the next frame.
Yeah.
That was a fun transition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a double thumbs up from
everyone in. I like it.
Right. I'm excited to see this next one because I see the preview. It's kind of interesting.
Is this the last one?
Is this the last one? We might have one more shorty after this.
Ooh, shorty.
I'm James Reed.
Oh my God.
And you're procrastinating on the interweb because you hate your job. Click me. Come on, click me. Nice office, by the way. Nice. Open plan office. Is that Wang from IT behind you? I like Wang. He's a good guy. Hi, Wang. Bye, Wang.
And that's it.
Oh, one made me jump. I liked it. It was funny. I didn't know he knew Wang from IT, so that kind of freaked me out.
You're like, what?
Like, oh my God, how's he know?
Interesting. It wasn't interesting. Honestly, I have no idea. Like, I just understood, like, you look at kittens because you're procrastinating, and then it's like, click me. I don't know what. I honestly don't know, or didn't understand or catch what the product was on the other side after the click. But I
what was he selling?
Funny. I have no idea. He was selling the click. Is like, just click, man. Like, why am I gonna click you? You know, it's
That's all he was doing is just click here. Just do it because I said, and I look funny. And
Did you click it?
Yeah.
Like, what happens after that?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it was funny, but
Dude,
I don't
bring
think
that back.
really,
Bring that back. Like,
on.
what happens after that?
it was funny, but he didn't do a good job at selling the click.
So he busts through. It's for read.co.uk.
But if you click him, does it do something?
Well, I'm guessing in the ad it does.
Yeah, I guess it would have
Hi, Wang.
I went. I went.
I think it was a pretty creative way to do something. I don't know if as an ad, like Francis said, does a good job at selling the click. Obviously, this is a product that we're all unfamiliar with. The UK. Maybe he's a famous character over there. I don't know. Like, that's the thing.
I think it was
Reynolds.
I think it was a perfect example of a pattern interrupt.
Yeah.
That's
Perfect example. I think that they didn't carry it well for the next step because all of us were left like, I know I got to click, but like it's purely curiosity. It could be on the next thing is like buy dresses half off. Like I have no idea what the next thing's going to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what do you do?
Yeah, I loved it though. I mean, it had me. Now, if only they would have at the end tell us why we need a wing in a box. But at the end, if they would have told us like exactly what it is, I mean, it had us. I think it had all of us on that side.
Yeah,
I think that might be a big brand over there. I mean, what is it? Jobs, career,
something.
Oh, you know what? He started off that you hate your job, so it's got to be like a monster.com or something like that.
Is that? I think is that.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I think it would have been
here's the
like
thing.
because it was like the reason you're watching kittens is because you hate your job,
Yeah.
and then it's click me, something like that, unless we missed something in there. But I
All
think
of us were just so entertained that it was kittens, and then a dude bust through.
maybe if he would have said like, if you want a new job, click me, maybe.
Yeah.
But maybe he said, maybe we didn't hear it. But great pattern interrupt, that's for sure. I think it was funny. Maybe the messaging, if it would have been a little tad clearer on selling that click, ka-ching, take my money.
See, I missed the first phrase. Like I had no idea. So if you miss that, that's it. You're completely lost, right? Compared it to the last ad that we saw, for example, you could pick that up anywhere and you could still have an idea, right? A solid idea. Actually. But this one, I missed the first sentence and that's it. I'm lost. I'm like wasting money for that company. So I think they would like explain other scenarios, like, and then it's like, oh, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, great pattern interrupt for me is a no-no.
It was like
I'm like, it's tough because I really enjoyed that pattern interrupt, but they didn't sell me a damn thing, so I got to take it down.
Do the opposite way. The opposite way.
Like,
but mostly,
but a little bit of.
But mostly.
But some of.
You're collecting so many buttons. I love it.
the German taking up.
You got to have that every once in a while. Got to throw it in there.
Oh yeah,
All right.
for sure.
All right, last one, go.
We went on vacation with a toe dipper and left with a cannonballer.
All right, that's for them shorties.
It's the same. Yeah, down.
What was
I looked for the brand on purpose because I was like, this is the same exact ad as the cooking one. Just out before. I'm like, it's an Airbnb ad.
Oh, it was?
Was it an Airbnb?
You know what's crazy? Yeah, it's Airbnb.
Oh my
You know
gosh.
what's crazy about that is he knew right away it was Airbnb.
Yeah,
So maybe
they,
it's
they
rookie.
deserve double.
Let me see it again. Let me see it again.
Double
Let me see if it's. Let me see the Airbnb logo in it.
It does. Top left.
Bottom
wait,
right.
if it addresses it on the video. Let's play it one more time. It's only 6 seconds.
Oh, so
We went on vacation with a toe dipper and left with a cannonballer.
That's
Bro.
it.
I can't believe there's no logo at the end or like go here. He
It
killed
was just in the lower right. Just in the lower right. That was it. That's all you get.
The only reason I knew it was an Airbnb like super quick was because of the emotional attachment to the previous episode that we recorded and the hate we directed towards that ad. That is the only reason I know it's an Airbnb ad.
Yeah, we should bring somebody from Airbnb somehow. Like if you're in the audience or if you guys know anybody from Airbnb, bring him and let's explain the logic behind this because I don't understand. But there's no link. Maybe because it's YouTube, and then at the bottom of I don't know, on the platform itself, there's a pop up or something. But on the like,
I
it's
think
just
that
mind-blowing
I
to
think
me.
that was like we're in the last quarter of the year. It's like, hey, let's burn some money so we don't get taxed on it.
I
you
got
know,
an idea. Let's
Just
go
spend
on
all the
We need the
vacation
same
and
budget
just
next year. We
film
have to
our
spend it all.
family, and we'll just—it's a tax write-off at the same time. Watch.
Yeah.
It's little short clips. Watch. This is
Oh man, okay.
Jimmy jumping in the pool. Make it a 30-second ad. Go.
Important lesson for all the agencies
Oh,
out there:
man.
go shopping to another year, get these deals. Add it to your offers. Tax
Absolutely.
deductible product. There we go.
Right. Oh my gosh. Okay, so are we voting?
Oh yeah, no, we don't need to.
Oh yeah.
Now I fear next week we're gonna get another Airbnb ad.
All right. This is the chop time. What's your
Chop.
favorite? Enter it into the chat.
Enter it into the private chat here.
I got mine.
Oh, there was two good ones though.
Oh no. No, which one's yours?
If you know, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Is that his
Ooh.
The bros are divided.
Oh, I love it when we disagree. It's my favorite part of the show.
Guys, you guys noticed that today I didn't strangle the mic.
You didn't, but I wanted you to. I watched for it in the beginning.
We were all watching.
Oh, is he watching football today? Let's see.
No soccer today.
No soccer today, yeah.
All right. Today's winner, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and share the screen to reveal. It is full-time filmmaker. Let's do it.
Roy, where were you?
I wasn't ready for that one.
Use that camera to make some money, right?
Yes.
Great. How are you going to do it?
Tripod.
That's what I thought. How do you get started?
What? Oh my gosh.
Well, step 1 is to first learn how to use and operate your camera.
Auto mode?
Step 2 is then using that camera to create high quality content. And step 3 is taking that footage and editing it into something cinematic. Step 4 is getting that video seen by a large audience. And step 5 is taking that video to your clients and then somehow convincing them that what you created is worth paying for. Overwhelmed? I would be too. If only there was a value pack, 1-hour online filmmaking training that could help you learn how to take your videos to the next level.
That's oddly specific.
Well, there is. We've put together a free 1-hour filmmaking webinar where you can learn our top 10 secrets to achieving cinematic shots. We want you to be able to, first, know how to use and operate your camera. Second, use your camera to create high quality videos. And 3, take that footage and edit it into something cinematic. 4th, distribute your video and get it seen by a large audience. And finally, let your work speak for itself so that your clients will pay you to create more. And that's not all. If the free 1-hour filmmaking training isn't enough for you, we have more. At the end of the webinar, we make an offer for you to join our ultimate online film school. So instead of just 1 hour, you can have over 80. Over 400 tutorials that will help you become a full-time filmmaker.
Wow, that's pretty neat.
But back to the webinar. So what are you waiting for? It's free, it's quick, and you clearly need it. Click the link below to join our online webinar, which many are calling more valuable than a semester at film school.
Are you serious?
See you inside.
And that closes us out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on Content Chop Shop. We're here every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And share with us your videos. You got something you're working on. You want us to review it, talk about it, and maybe how to make it better, or maybe share it with the world. If you've really nailed it and rocked it out, then we want to share it around. We want to tell everyone about it. So coming to you guys from the Content Chop Shop Studios.
Right, guys. That's right.
I'm Jim Beard, Ron Cool, Corey Carter, Louis Fonzie. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much to our audience for watching. Without you guys, this is just a weird hobby. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Take care.